Modernity, by definition, is something that we are not familiar with. Very forward-thinking building. Here in Kathmandu, the voice of architecture community was dismissed and a floor was added on the terrace of a building designed by Louis I Kahn. I remember that building from my early college time on building. And interior also, the geometry is also expressed in the interior, like sorry state of the building at present. The lecture hall, it's like Roman ruins. The geometry of this building, tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Modernity, by definition, is something that we are not familiar with. But it's the route that we take to adjust ourselves with the changing time. Every now and then, we stumble upon something that stays with us and influence the change, and we love it. But it is not enough to love modernity. We should be able to take care of the things that we love. Namaskar on Jab Chat, an ongoing effort of a small Nepali architectural design firm, Jaindra and Partners, effort to make architecture aid general knowledge. Recently, news was that they were going to tear down a building. This building, when it came out in 1996, it won Reba Sterling Prize Building of the Year. It was considered to be a very forward-thinking building. And it looks pretty modern and beautiful also, The building somehow stopped being useful, and it was considered inefficient and maybe ugly too. Renovating or finding some adaptive reuse was considered to be too expensive and unnecessary. And just in a span of 35 years, award-winning building slated for demolition and something interesting to be built on its place. Euphoria over this modern architecture, it seems it doesn't last very long. Users somehow are turned away from the building and want to stop taking care of the building. And pretty soon, everybody start imagining something new and nice in place of this, relatively modern building. And pretty soon, the building is slated for demolition. In 50s, there was a huge effort in America to address needs for the public housing, and somehow it didn't turn out to be as successful as expected, and it was with a sigh of relief everybody saw this picture of this demolition of public housing project in St. Louis, Missouri. This is the iconic picture of demolition of an architecture, demolition of a building, let's say burning of the book or something like that, which everybody took, everybody took a sigh of relief, Sometimes that's how a modern building meets with its fate, But in 2015, iconic building by Koolhaas was demolished without any public outcry, and even Koolhaas was really surprised that, oh my God, my building get demolished and nobody talks about it. And it was surprising for him more than for anybody else, I guess. But it was a sad affair that building got demolished without any debate or anything like that. Dance theater in Netherland is iconic postmodernist architecture. Its diagram is very practical, and it had this postmodernist, definition on the facade. A very iconic postmodernist building. And this other building, around 90s, there was big talk of demolition and what they're gonna do, because the building had remained vacant for a long time. The building designed by Marcel, a brutalist modernist architecture in New Haven, Connecticut. And, during that time, when you go from Boston to New York on I-95, you could see this building on your right. And it was an iconic and of like almost a landmark. And it was kind of sad to think that, oh, it's going to get demolished or what. But eventually they somehow found use for this building, and, they were able to save it. And now it's a hotel, I guess, So it's there. This is a very interesting modern building. And, even here in Kathmandu, the voice of architecture community was dismissed and a floor was added on the terrace of a building designed by Louis I Kahn. Even I remember that building from my early college time. And even we were like little bit surprised when that building came out, because the board, the frame on the top of the parapet on the top looked like, the terrace looked like, are they going to put window there? Like, what they're going to do? Why is it like that? So, because we were not familiar with this Roman architecture, and for people who were limited to traditional Nepali architecture, that was really why it's there? What terrace is there? No. They're going to add roof. It was interesting confusion, I would say. Now there is another floor on that thing, and the effect is totally gone now. Modern architecture often emulates the tragic eventuality of an aging actor with the arrival of the new face. Architecture, even though, does not age as the human do, but razzle dazzle of this modern architecture seems to sputter with the coming of the glittering new building. In a matter of 35 years, award-winning modern building, forget about adulation, is struggling for survival. People fall in love, but if they do not take care of the thing that they love, they will find enough reason to go for this new shiny face again and again. Often, we let a nice building go to a ruin for a reason that must be more than just an architectural. Allow me to build my case here with the rendered image of a building in two premises. I think it's within this department of botany or something. Okay, this is the building. This is the rendered image of a building, which looks, kind of done in a brutalist tradition kind of thing, with a lot of mass and very clear-cut openings, and very strong geometry with the brick, and a proper detailing of stretcher course and header course at the top. So looks like a really nicely done building. And interior also, the geometry is also expressed in the interior, like interlocking square, I think it's cube kind of thing. And it's a lecture hall. And, geometry is emerging from that idea of a lecture hall kind of thing. So this is the rendered image of a building that is at present. It's really puzzling to see this sorry state of the building at present. The lecture hall is, looking like this right now. Water leaking from all over, and the broken chairs and dust, and the building is totally not taken care of. People have stopped taking care of this building somehow, for some reason. And interior and exterior, it has fallen into total neglect. You can see trees growing out of the building. It's like Roman ruins. And this project was Yam Raju. They go to TU, and they identified it, and with Ujjwal and Bhatta, they took the picture, and they did the rendering, everything, because it looked so interesting, and it was at this sorry state, and we thought what could it be? We just wanted to say we're neglecting perfectly a nice building, nice architecture. And like, it goes on to prove that, we have to not only love modernity, but also be willing to take care of it, take care of the thing that we love. So, there is Ujjwal and Pata by this big, opening. It looks interesting. This building, I don't know who designed it, we don't know. But whoever designed it, I'm sure he will be very sad to see this building at its present state. Really nice, Even as a ruin, it's still looking nice. The geometry of this building, diagrammatically, the architect have really used this geometry very successfully, I think. Okay, not to forget, Priyanka was involved in this project also. I don't want her to feel left out by not mentioning her. Anyway, so you could see the juxtaposition of two cube kind of thing, in order to create this lecture hall. So very interesting building, and how it has met its final days. I don't know if it's its final days, but this is how it is right now. It is, I think people are ready to demolish it, maybe. Anyway, I would have preferred to end this session with a song by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper in Star is Born. I hope you have heard this song, Sallow. That song is kind of a fitting, but we couldn't play it because of this copyright things. So you know what? I think we'll sing it, Let's see. Okay, let me grab my guitar. It's not that, I can sing and play well, but, I'll do it anyway. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times, I find myself belonging for change. So, I hope you can listen to this song in your favorite channel or in your favorite player. So, namaskar. See you soon.